The Ktinga, and last I left off, I went in and fixed a few little areas on the back here with a little bit of tulip. Had to sand a few little areas that I missed, and now I can slowly begin painting. And first things first, I went ahead and taped everything. And tape that I use a lot of Tamiya tape. You can get it all different sizes. Big, you can get small, even smaller. I really don't use the dispensers. I think they're all right. I use a lot of tape though. I use Walmart tape. You can get this is frog tape. I prefer yellow Sure tape, but you can get it Sherwin-Williams. I think that's one of the best tapes that you can get. And frog tape's it's nice, but it's a little more sticky than I think should be for modeling. But anyway, I go through a lot of tape around here. So with that being said, I got basically one part masked off, and that's I want to call it the neck base, where the neck connects to the plate there. And the color guide does show for Tamiya dark iron, and if you flip it on the back here, it says Model Master Light Earth, which an earth color is what you need. I couldn't find any here in town for Tamiya dark iron to see what color that was. I could have ordered if I really wanted to, but I just went ahead. So I went ahead with MIG's Earth, which is number 73. I think it's a pretty decent color on it. I got one little coat on here. I'm going to have to go back in and I had to let it dry. I'm going to go back in. I got some places where I missed, and go back in and finish that up, get one more coat, and then just cover a few little areas. And then wherever I miss, if I did miss any, I'm going to go in with some washes, and that'll hide a few places that I missed, and it'll give it a little more, give it a little weathered look. And then of course I'll airbrush a few of the things, and then we got to paint. We got to paint some things on here, like the little red item here. There's some more like tan colors, and some things we'll pick out. But anyway, it'll be more washes. But I think that light earth color turned out pretty darn slick. But anyway, I got to put one more coat on there, and we will look pretty darn slick on there. Started doing the head. You can see where I just basically until I ran out of paint. Just needs one more coat. Where did I see the bottom at? Not there. Must be. Yeah. So we got to paint. I won't call it triangle. Got to paint that, and then some of the other panels. I'll go in and do the greens too. But anyway, there is that on Mr. Ktinga. But anyway, I think MIG Earth's, I think it looks pretty darn slick that way. So anyway, I'm going to go one more coat on here, not to bore everyone, and then I'm going to go next week. I want to start painting the panels, and I don't want to bore everyone to death, masking panels all week long. I'm just going to do a section at a time, get it painted, and then I'll change. I'll probably change some of the patterns on the panels just to break it up, and I will follow the guide on here, but I want to make it just a tad bit different than the standard Ktinga paint. But anyway, that is where I am on Mr. Ktinga, and I get a lot of questions on the light kit here, and I'll try to briefly explain it. A lot of people want to run the battery boxes in here, and there's a lot of people that want to run the battery down the to the base. And can it be done? Yes, all you got to do is cut the wires and basically get you some replacement wires, and just splice it, and you can run the battery box all the way down to the pole if you want to. No big deal. I thought about that myself, wanting to do that. Plus, everyone knows I'd like to have it as a 9-volt. I think it'd work better. I wanted to put the light kit in because I wanted to see how it worked and everything, because I know a lot of people ask me how good the kit is. It is an excellent kit. If you never put lights in a model kit, this is a good way to do it. It's basically, if you can follow instructions, and where's Mr. Pen at? Let's find Mr. Pen. We'll do Mr. Marker. It's basically this light kit. You got a circuit board which has got the letter A, B, wire, A, wire, B. All you do is connect wire A to wire A, or wire A to slot A, wire B to slot B, and if you do that, follow the instructions that way, this kit will light up perfectly. And I think it's a great entry-level light kit for beginners to light up a model. There's some things I would like to change if I really wanted to make it more bright on some areas, but anyway, great kit. Really do recommend it for the Ktinga. If you ever want to light your first model, that's a good way to do it. Anyway, that's what I've got going on today. We are starting to paint the Ktinga.